As we come on the air, a powerful weather system is crossing the southeastern United States, the same system that produced a strong tornado in Dallas, Texas last night. We have in-depth coverage straight ahead on this severe weather event. Good evening. Thanks for watching Wgxa News at 10. I'm Aaron Leedy. That same weather system moving into Georgia right now. Jeff Cox has been tracking it all day and has the latest from the Skywatch Weather Center. Jeff, good evening to you.
Aaron, good evening to you and good evening, everyone. Jeff Cox with you on this Monday night. Yes, a threat of severe weather in place, but tonight, the radar trend, we like it a lot. This thing really fizzling out in a hurry, and where we're seeing the strongest activity is southeastern Alabama and the Florida Panhandle. And even then, just a little bit of thunder and lightning, no active warnings. We haven't had any warnings for several hours now. That's all good news. And notice that rain as it's pushing in from the west towards middle Georgia, it is split apart. Some rain up in northwest Georgia, but heading across the state line towards Columbus, not much of anything. Now we have to watch later tonight and really into tomorrow morning what happens along the very back edge where the cold front is. You can see new storms developing tonight, and we'll have to see if those can gain a little more energy by tomorrow morning. Because of that uncertainty, we are keeping the severe threat in place for overnight tonight. It's a threat level of 1 out of 5. Low in threat, but not 0. But so far, our concern level isn't very high. Let's also look ahead to what else is coming our way besides this weakening storm system are some changes the next couple of days. So behind this low-end storm threat, we'll end up seeing a little bit of sunshine by tomorrow afternoon. So the school day forecast calls for a couple of showers at the bus stop, clouds for lunchtime with sunshine for the ride home, and temperatures in the mid-70s. So yes, there is an overnight storm threat. We'll walk you through it hour by hour with the latest data coming in. But I'll tell you now, I don't think we need to stress too much. And then we'll end up with something exciting. A first look at Halloween. It's on the 10-day forecast. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Jeff, we'll see you then. The system approaching the region tonight, the same one that caused the tornado in Dallas last night. The twister left thousands of people without power, caused major damage to homes and businesses. Jeff Cox has the latest there.
Thank to God that we're still alive.
A powerful tornado slamming Texas overnight, ripping through Dallas, causing several buildings to collapse and leaving at least 110,000 people without power. Strong winds tearing down trees, taking out power lines, and causing extensive structural damage, including to this middle school. The Dallas Independent School District canceled Monday classes at 6 schools. Aerial shots showing the front of a Home Depot store, now a twisted mess of crumpled metal. And take a look at this car, flipped on its side.
I'm like, God take care of my kids and my family because I thought this was it. Like seriously, I thought this was it.
While no major injuries have been reported, first responders have been going door to door in some neighborhoods to check on residents, some hurt in their own homes.
You could hear like branches hitting the windows and stuff. I thought the roof was going to fall off.
Officials with the National Weather Service said the twister touched down near Dallas Love Field Airport and moved northeast through Dallas, a densely populated part of the city.
I think we should consider ourselves very fortunate that we did not lose any lives.
And we've learned that staff at the Home Depot that was hit knew that bad weather was on its way, and management made a decision to close the store early. The twister hit not long after the building was empty. Continuing coverage tonight following Tropical Storm Nestor. That storm brought severe weather to Crisp County Saturday. The National Weather Service confirming a tornado hit Cordele during the storm. We were there right after it touched down. It had winds of 75 miles per hour and was as wide as a football field. And there was some damage to the farmers market on Highway 41. The tornado was on the ground for over 2 miles before it lifted. No injuries were reported. Over in Dooley County, repairs are still being done to the roof of the Tyson chicken plant following the weekend storm. The plant was closed today because of damage. We spoke to the Emergency Management Agency and spoke to the director, Kenny Calhoun, to see more on how that plant was damaged.
The roof was built to certain specifications, and I think the fact that the rain just came so fast that the drainage system could not handle it.
And officials say no one was hurt when that roof collapsed. Happening now, a student attending Georgia College and State University is recovering in the hospital after being hit by a vehicle over the weekend. The 22-year-old was flown to the Medical Center Navicent Health in Macon with serious injuries. The Georgia State Patrol says the student was struck by an 18-year-old male who said he was blacked out. He was taken to a hospital. The incident is now making some students on campus more aware of their surroundings.
Really puts things into perspective of what it's like to walk around campus, just being more aware of your surroundings and that life is a little short. I'm safe walking around campus. I know that it's a good, safe campus to be around. You know, accidents do happen, and it happen almost anywhere.
No one has been arrested or charged yet in the incident, but GSP says charges are pending. They also say drugs and alcohol are not suspected. This isn't the first time a student has been hit by a vehicle. Back in early February, a Georgia Military College student was fatally hit by a bus. 21-year-old Logan Jones was riding his bike when he was hit by a Georgia college bus. The bus reportedly hit Jones at the intersection of Hancock and Clark Streets. Across the state tonight, we know the names of 3 soldiers killed during a training incident in Georgia. And officials say Sergeant First Class Brian Jenkins, Corporal Thomas Walker, and Private First Class Antonio Garcia died in an accident at Fort Stewart Hunter Army Airfield. The soldiers were riding in a vehicle that rolled off of a bridge and was submerged upside down in a stream.
It is hard enough when you lose one soldier, but when you lose 3 at one time, that pain is amplified. And we are really feeling and sharing that pain across the division and across our entire community.
A memorial service will be held at the base for the soldiers, but no date has been set yet. 3 other soldiers suffered non-life-threatening injuries. A heated Warner Robins City Council meeting tonight as a main topic of discussion was the recent allegations regarding the Public Works Department. Now, the allegations include improper hiring and promotions, job opportunities being held, and other issues. City employees under investigation. City Council member Darren Lee and Mayor Randy Tom saying tonight this behavior stops here.
And the line is, as Mr. Lee just stated, the line is tonight, it ends. So that kind of stuff ends as far as allowing people that have been doing things over the years. You can't do the things you used to do 20 years ago. You can't do that anymore. How far back does that line go? I don't know yet. But I'm willing to go out there and find the truth. That's what I'm willing to do. And an allegation of corruption, if it's here, I want to find it.
The city of Warner Robins has hired an outside administrative investigator to look into the allegations following the complaint. Interim Public Works Director Craig Woodyard was placed on administrative leave.
I'm Christine Frizzau in Washington, where top immigration officials now say sanctuary laws are costing lives. I'll have the story.